Hey, this is Jeff. Welcome back to Coito Ergo Sum, Less Talk, More Action, a series which ought to be old enough to know better. Last week, we cleared the tunnel between Lollipops and the Las Vegas depot, which would have been really useful early on, except I was holding off on any upgrades until Hilly retired. So let's give Leslie another assignment.
How's it going?
Rondo. In addition to increasing saloon business, it significantly reduces water consumption in hardcore mode from trips from here to town. The garden is a prerequisite for the still or the chem lab, so we'll do that next. Create work order. That'll cost 2,000 caps. And now we just need to tell Leslie we have a job for her. She's checking out the Luma screen.
What's up?
There's a work assignment for you on the terminal.
I'm on it.
All right, I'm going to go back to the house for some food, water, and sleep. And while we're there, we can see about hiring some gardeners. The terminal has notes about the requirements and benefits for each upgrade, which I read last week, or maybe the week before. Short version, after Leslie finishes planting the garden, she'll stay there and tend it, but she can't work on any other upgrades while she's doing that. At that point, you can ask her to hire a gardener so she can go back to her normal job of maintenance and upgrades, or you can hire someone yourself, and you don't need to wait until she's done to do that. There's no hint about who or where, but if you happen to stumble across it, or in my case, I know because I've done it before, you need to talk to 2 mole rats. He's probably in bed, so I'm not going to bother him now. Talk to him in the morning. However you hire them, there's no difference in the actual benefit of the garden in terms of saloon income. Doing it early just lets Leslie get started on another upgrade a little quicker. And has my maze respawned yet? Yes, it has. Perfect timing, because I happen to be pretty hungry at the moment. I need help to tend my farm in Mountain Springs. Know anyone who might be interested?
Funny you should ask. 2 of my neighbors grow restless here in the valley. They are drawn to the customs and traditions of outsiders. They have been on many pilgrimages. I always fear each one will be their last, because they are one with the soil, but have few other skills. Perhaps with you they could experience worldly things, without straying too far from the safety of the valley.
That sounds perfect. Send them over.
They'll be delighted. They may need some time to prepare for the journey, but they will arrive soon.
Goodbye.
Walk safely.
Leslie takes a while to plant the garden, so we'll recruit some more magazine models while she works. Works is relative. It's kind of a running joke with the upgrades that she mostly stands around smoking and drinking beer with no visible results for days, and then one day the whole project is finished. Of course, today she makes a liar out of me. As soon as I start bad-mouthing her, she's putting some effort into it.
Hey there.
How's the assignment coming along?
Don't worry. One day I'll get the job done.
Well, I always forget about this. Can you repair my gear?
Let me see what you got.
I tend to think of her mostly for the upgrades, but the whole thing about her doing maintenance when she isn't busy with other assignments isn't just window dressing. It's not like the elevator breaks down or she replaces light bulbs or anything, but she can repair weapons and armor up to 100%. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Didn't really need any repairs, but might as well keep the Enfield in tip-top condition. Of course, with the cazadores gone, I shouldn't run into any trouble between here and the sharecropper farms. Just find a safe place to drop down. Or maybe we will run into trouble. Well, that's interesting. The villagers respawn with the cazadores. You don't usually notice because they get killed before you even get into visual range. I think we did briefly see them in a previous episode, but without the cazadores to kill them off, there are a bunch of them, and they appear to be hostile. Well, fiends makes sense they're hostile. Not really sure I want fiends living in my backyard. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't.
can't hide from me. What a punk.
I need to get some...
That Wastelander is hostile too.
Prim is gonna be much tougher to...
And she wasn't fighting the fiends. She was looking for me.
Watch you get...
No! What have
Aw,
you done?
damn, that's gonna leave a stain.
Yeah!
Hello. Hey.
You like the sight of your own blood?
No!
Damn it, that's
Ah,
a
damn,
damn,
like the
that's
sight
gonna
of your
leave a
own
stain.
blood?
Oops. I think I just killed the Wastelander. She was hostile before the friendly fire incident, which, if they were hostile, wasn't really friendly fire. He had an invisible fire axe, which explains why I
You
was
like the sight
taking
of
so
your
much
own
damage.
blood?
I mean, it looks like they're unarmed, but they're not. Yeah, fire axes are no joke. I guess it makes sense that people would move back into the village after the cazador nests are destroyed, but I don't like it.
You thought you could hide from me?
It'd be great if I could have Henrietta come back down here with her flamer and burn the tents.
Ah, damn. That's gonna leave a stain.
Lady, are you really sure about that?
Do you like the sight of your own blood?
Okay. Well, that was interesting. Don't think it matters which way I go, but if I run down past the state park, I can see what the Great Khan Armorer has for sale. Oh, the whole point of the last upgrade was that I don't have to waste time and water walking to town. I can take the damn train. All right, back to lollipops. Well, I mean, at least you got to see where Leslie was. If you've never seen the garden, you might think she just disappears for a few days, and that's all there is to it. I was actually kind of surprised when I checked the spreadsheet that I'll be using to set the magazine layouts. It's based on a spreadsheet that's an optional download on the Nexus page for the mod, with all the NPCs who are eligible to be in the magazine and their prerequisites and bonuses and all that. I'll talk more about that when we actually publish magazines, but what I was saying was there aren't that many people left that I can ask. I'm locked out of some because of certain quests already being complete in the save game I started Coito with, and there are others you can't ask yourself. You can only recruit them after you hire a photographer. There are a few more who still haven't been unlocked because you can't ask them until you've actually published a certain number of issues. In fact, a couple of them don't even appear until then. New Vegas sign. You know, for being such a famous landmark, I'm kind of surprised Michelangelo doesn't ask you to get a picture of that. I mean, it's much more interesting than the McCarran Airport sign that he does ask you for, which is like literally right around the corner from it. I can't ask Jazz Wilkins because of a bug, so bottom line, Morgan Blake over here at the Sharecropper Farms is one of the last 2 or 3 models still available. Time was I would never go past those greenhouses without stopping to steal all the maize, but now that I have a garden at the house and soon another one of lollipops, it's just not as urgent anymore. And she's usually working near the front gate. I do not see her. It's obviously not the right time of day for her to be in bed, but Private Ortega was in the barracks at the wrong time of day when I came here to recruit her. I think there's something fishy going on in that barracks. People are constantly leaving their posts to go in there. Or maybe it's 100 degrees and they like to enjoy the shade as long as nobody hassles them about it. Hopefully she's in here.
The maize is doing well in this soil.
Yep. No, it is something fishy. No, we weren't doing anything. We were just going back to work. I'm on to you people.
Oh, you here to work? I think I have an extra shovel around here somewhere.
Lollipops magazine is back in business. I'm the publisher.
And?
Pose 4B. You get 50 caps to supplement your water ration and an interview to speak your mind.
Well, when you say it like that, all right.
Get out the camera. Morgan's in the middle tier of appearance and attitude, bottom tier of appeal, because she's not even remotely famous or exotic. I personally think she should be in the top tier of appearance, but in previous episodes I beat the dead horse about the survey that set the bonuses until there was nothing left but the shoes. And of course, she's only in the middle tier of attitude because she doesn't even bother teasing you with her hat. She just casually whips out her hair like it's not even worth any build-up. See, I overused the hat joke until it was worn out, but I'm not letting it go because if you keep it up long enough, it gets funny again. Or you run out of models. Where's she going? Oh, that's cool. She's actually going to use the tunnel because it's safer than the road, I guess. I had no idea they would do that. Clearing the tunnel wasn't even an option when I did the old walkthrough. It was added by an update after I finished. Now I want to see if she walks or takes the train. Of course, then I'll be stranded. Well, I can call it back with a terminal. Oh, right. Train isn't even here because we teleported back to the studio. Guess she's gonna walk up to the teleport trigger. Duh. I can call the train now. If I can get upstairs before she gets there, I wonder if she'll turn around, walk back, and take the train. I mean, probably not, but they're both basically teleporters that the player needs to use a menu to work. She can apparently use one of them, so why not the other? If the train's gone by the time I get back downstairs, we'll know. Nope, she's walking.
If I don't get more water soon, I won't make my quota this season.
We're in hardcore mode, Morgan. I know you mean for your crops, but I hope you have enough for your trip. There she goes. Well, I'm not going to follow her on foot. Besides being kind of a creepy stalker thing, I don't want to waste my own water. But I will take the train and see if she ends up at the Las Vegas depot. Apparently not. Unless she's ahead of me on her way out. Well, realistically, she'd be way behind me. Especially if she got run over by the train in the pitch-black tunnel. I might as well see if she's walking past McCarran. Apparently not. Okay. Now I have to go over to the Sharecropper Farms and make sure she's all right. How messed up is that? Dozens of models I've been like, oh, come with me, I'll escort you to my studio, and then the photo shoot's over, and I'm like, adios, find your own way home. First one who actually has a virtually guaranteed safe trip, and I feel compelled to check on her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is her. Yep.
Oh, you here to work? I think I have an extra shovel around here somewhere.
Actually, I wanted to offer you a job with the courier service because you run faster than a bullet train. I assume that's some kind of mutation-related superpower. Have I really never asked you what's going on around here?
Well, crops aren't doing so well. I'm thinking it might be something in the water. The pump station is pretty run down. You could go take a look around the place, see if you find anything strange going on. What do you say?
I'll go check it out.
Thanks. That's great. I should get back to work now. See you around.
I'll be damned. I would have sworn I did Hard Luck Blues when I was farming NCR fame, which is why I had Anne crossed off my spreadsheet. If you fix the water problem, she never spawns. Well, I guess a better way to say it is she only appears if you finish the quest by helping the vault dwellers and don't fix the water. And as exciting as it is that she might still be available, I probably shouldn't just go do this. I think I'll go home and make some preparations because I really hate Vault 34. So I changed my loadout a bit. The spacesuit from Come Fly With Me had the best combination of damage threshold and rad resistance. And I took the weapon handling perk a while back during this walkthrough, in fact, so that I could use the anti-materiel rifle. My strength wasn't high enough, but the perk lowers the strength requirement, so now I can. I don't have much ammo for it, so I still have the Enfield as a backup, but there are 6,000 ghouls in a cramped maze, so one-shot kills are the order of the day. Well, for getting the tunnel done as late in the game as I did, I'm still getting a lot of use out of it. There are some early stages of this quest that you can skip if you go straight to the vault. I know it's kind of violating my role-playing purist ethos, but, well, in the old walkthrough, I avoided vanilla quests as much as I could because I was just trying to answer questions about the mod. This time is more of a let's play, and I have had a lot of fun doing some of the vanilla quests when they were related to what I was doing in Coito. This will not be one of those times. The quest itself is fine. In fact, it's really good, but I hate Vault 34. I'll go back to Fallout 3 and clear the Dunwich building before I'll do this. Except that, obviously, I am going to do it. Yeah. There's green on my compass. Surely there's not somebody from the ranger station all the way over here. Oh. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that golden geckos were affected by the Animal Friend perk. Well, that's a good start. And I did not check to see if I had any extra Radix or Radaway stashed at the house. I can't imagine why I would. They don't have any weight, even in hardcore mode. I do have a bunch of stealth boys in my desk because they weigh a pound each, and I generally just carry one for extreme emergencies so I have more loot capacity, but this place is such a pain in the ass that I probably won't be doing any looting, so I probably should have brought a few spares. I know there's some really good loot in here, but I really just want to get in, save the vault dwellers, and get out so I can recruit Anne. Hello. You guys are cute when you're not trying to eat me. .10mm ammo. Nah. Decent weight to value ratio even in hardcore mode, but if I start looting, I'm going to be tempted to pick up everything I see, and that is not why I'm here. Hello. You know what? I'm not going to kill anything I don't have to either. My sneak skill is 100. If I start shooting, I'm going to get swarmed, and it will not be pretty. One of the nice things in New Vegas is that sneak 100 is just ridiculous. Well, same with Fallout 3. If it's dark and you're not moving, you can be standing right in front of somebody and they will not see you. With Sneak 100 and a Stealth Boy, you are literally undetectable unless you make physical contact. And why am I creeping? I have the silent running perk, so going full speed doesn't make me any easier to detect. My problem isn't that there are a lot of tough enemies. It's not that there are a lot of tough enemies in a small confined space. That's actually kind of fun. It's just, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's some specific incompatibility between this layout and my brain, but I find this place incredibly hard to navigate. It's not like I have bad direction sense in general. I mean, there are a lot of levels with a reputation for being maze-like that don't give me much trouble at all, but this one gets me turned around every single time. And it doesn't help that there are like a dozen notes and passwords and keys that you have to find and use in the right order to open everything, and they're all in areas that aren't intuitively related to the things they open. Excuse me. Yeah, right there's your Sneak 100, standing directly under a light, almost actually bumped him, and I still only went to caution. And I'm already back to hidden. See, this would be fun if I had any freaking idea where I was going. And I know I said I wasn't gonna kill anything if I didn't have to, but I had to. Now, you guys had another friend out here somewhere. No. No looting. Hello. And I think I need to be downstairs. Nothing in here. Oh, what I wouldn't give for Roy Phillips' ghoul mask right now. Oh. Weird texture glitch there. Okay. Down seems right. Overseer's office. Yeah, I think the reactor is near that. Alright, this is just a room. No way through it. Okay, that's one of the flooded rooms. I don't think I need that. I think it's for one of the other quests. By the way, this place is related to like 3 or 4 different big quests, so it's almost hard to avoid coming here. I guess the good news is I don't have to unlock anything that's specific to those. And because I'm not looking for it, there's the auto dock you can use to fix Kaisar's. If he were still alive and I were inclined to cure him. Okay, and that water spout means the other flooded room. Okay, I don't actually want the armory, but I think the reactor's on the same level. Or maybe it isn't. Okay, I will take Vault 34 security armor. Very hard terminal. Don't remember exactly what I need to unlock for this quest, which is why I'm checking them all, but not necessarily unlocking everything. Okay, that drains the one flooded room, so we can go in there and at least see if there's something we need without taking a ludicrous amount of rads. And the noise alerted the ghouls. Great. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, well, that went south in a hurry. And I just retreated into a dead-end level with way more, way tougher ghouls. Even better. I don't know. Kill these guys so they don't sneak up behind me at least. Oh, wow. The anti-materiel rifle is not doing nearly as well, except when I get criticals. Oh. This is the one place I should not have brought this weapon. I can only use it because of the perk. When the radiation poisoning debuffs my strength, I'm below the reduced strength requirement. It becomes way less effective. Speaking of which, when's the last time I took a rad-axe? Did I even take one when I came in? Maybe not. Oh, this is bad. Oh, yeah. This is very bad. Yeah. Even weakened, I probably still meet the strength requirement for the Enfield. Well, it died. I don't know, I think that took more shots than the 50 cal, but it seemed more accurate. The rate of fire's definitely higher. Oh, nothing. Sure, provoke a glowing one. What happened to, I'm not going to kill anything I don't have to. Okay. Don't panic, just take a look around. Maybe the reactor is down here. Okay, sneak attack kinda works. These guys are a lot tougher than the one I one-shotted upstairs. So yeah, that's working. he guarding? Dead end. Oh, door? Not a dead end? No, dead end. Right away. Nice. In fact, I'm taking that right now. Requires key. Okay, that's the armory itself, so we cannot get to the reactor from here. So, back into the mosh pit. Oh, that would just be a waste of ammo. I mean, look at all of them. I mean, okay, I could take 2 shots, hide behind the loading screen until my action points come back, rinse and repeat, but that would be beyond cheap. You know what? I said I carry a stealth boy for extreme emergencies, and if this doesn't qualify, I don't know what does. Oh, I touched one. Run away! Oh, alright. I was just looking for a choke point, so at least I wouldn't get surrounded, but that'll work. Oh, this is the room that was flooded before I used the terminal that started this whole cluster. One guy sneak attack. I'm going to go back to the 50 cal for a second. Okay. Okay, I think we did need to come here, because if you can't get to the reactor room from the armory, it must be through the Overseer's office, or at least on that level. My rads are going up like gangbusters again. Must have missed a message where Radex wore off. Take another one and a rat away. Whoops. Didn't mean to drink the water, but at least I won't die of dehydration. I might die from not being able to use my gun. Or from my armor being broken. On the bright side, even if it isn't giving me any damage threshold, it never loses its rad resistance. And the stealth boy just wore off. I am so dead. These are not the droids you're looking for. Move along. Oop, these are not the droids you're looking for. Is that all? Maybe that's why I find Vault 34 so confusing. Almost every location in the game, a level is a level. I mean, if you look at the local map, it might have overlapping vertical space that looks confusing on the map. Might be obstacles that prevent you from using certain paths, but it's still one contiguous playable area. I mean, sometimes, like, what's the one with the spore people? Vault 22? You can see a room that you can't get to because there's an obstacle or broken door or something, so you have to go through another level and come out through a different door on the other side of the barrier, but the map of that level still makes sense. This one has places that are supposed to be different levels on the same local map and places that are supposed to be the same level on different local maps. And every ghoul in this level decided to take a smoke break in the stairwell where I need to go. Great. Oh yeah, like that. I'm obviously supposed to be on the same level, but it wasn't a real door. I need to switch back to the Enfield. In this specific case, it's actually a good thing since apparently the ghouls can't follow me through. Alright, think for a second. Okay. I thought for a second and I don't have any better plan than spam stim packs and hit my targets. The Enfield has to be higher DPS right now because higher rate of fire and no strength penalty, which... I'm out of rat away, so my skills are only going to go down from here. Well, they're still not thinned out enough that I could sprint up to the door without getting bogged down and surrounded. I know I just said there was no point using the 50 cal, but one-shot kill would really help clear a path. I have the Enfield on a hotkey, so I can switch back after I get their attention. And I'm technically on a timer to escape, but that assumes I even live long enough to die of radiation poisoning. You know, my armor is completely shot, but I still have decent rad resistance going on, so it's actually better if you keep doing that instead of slapping me. Yeah, that could have been worse. Back to the Enfield. Guys up here aren't quite as tough and not as perceptive. Well, actually, maybe it's not that the guys downstairs are more perceptive. It might just be that my agility is taking a hit from the radiation poisoning. But either way, now that I'm completely undetected again, I really need to stick to my don't kill anything I don't have to policy. Alright. That says reactor, even though the door says overseer. And I think... operations... Yeah, I haven't been in here yet, and this looks right. Yeah, I remember this. The overseer is behind that door that's stuck with a barrel. Oh, not the droids you're looking for, not the droids you're looking for. Not the droids you're looking for either. Inaccessible. Yeah, this definitely looks right. Oh, two glowing ones. We'll just shut that. Didn't mean to disturb you. That's obviously flooded. this is water, and that's maybe what we need. I don't know how to get in there. And on top of everything else, I'm hungry. Apparently, radiation sickness doesn't curb your appetite. That terminal does nothing. You know what? I'm at 500 rads. I'm out of anti-radiation drugs. My armor is at 0 condition. I'm almost out of 50 cal ammo, and I'm starting to think the only way to the reactor is through the Overseer. I hate to slink away with my tail between my legs, but he who fights and slinks away lives to slink another day. Yeah, that room's just window dressing. There's no way in. Reactor must be through the tunnel underneath the Overseer's desk. I'm out. Assuming I can find my way out. Have I mentioned that I hate Vault 34? Clinic. Doc? Oh, no! Oh, it heals hit points and crippled limbs, but not radiation. So much for that bright idea. What can I make with a chemistry set? No radiation drugs. I really need to come in here and make stim packs more often, because I only have like 10 of them left or something. See, kids, this is what happens when you do extremely dangerous things with extremely poor planning. I can't even stumble into my own yard. Oh, food, water, and sleep, and we'll get a rad scrub tomorrow. And Leslie is not done with the garden yet, but that isn't what I wanted to talk to her about anyway.
I'm glad I could start working here again.
Me too. Can you repair my gear?
Let me see what you got.
I have an SMG so rare that I've never found enough parts to repair it myself, and my spacesuit. Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm going to take the train into town, get a rad scrub from Dr. Usanagi, and then see about those ghouls. Because radiation and strength penalties aside, sniper rifles are not appropriate for tight spaces. But this bad boy, fully repaired, DPS 326. Useless at long range, but it was made for this. And this has taken way longer than I ever expected, so I'm going to call it a day and get some payback next week. See you then.